So when we see one of these, arguably one of the largest, get shelved, we have a big sigh of relief.
Guy Alsenser is the executive director of the Upper Missouri Waterkeeper, a nonprofit that works to protect the water of Montana's Upper Missouri River Basin. His relief comes from the announcement by Atlanta-based real estate developer Ardent to put the brakes on a proposed data center, a 569-acre site between Malmstrom Air Force Base and the Missouri River.
We are talking about a data center proposed that would consume energy equal to about 85 to 88% of the existing baseload in Montana.
When the Great Falls Development Alliance announced the project in June, Ardent said it was working with Northwestern Energy on a power transmission study, but admitted progress was slow. Aside from power consumption concerns, Alsenser also worries about water.
We're talking about several million gallons per day. We're talking about inevitable thermal pollution, which is to say the wastewater that it would discharge.
GFDA expressed optimism when the project was announced in June. That turned to disappointment when the latest news was announced.
Data centers have a really higher tax base. Even at the lowered state rate for data centers, one data center building provides the same tax rate as over 900 homes in our community.
GFDA says data centers aren't part of their strategic plan, but when a project of this scale comes knocking, they begin a due diligence process, including extensive research and getting out and talking to communities.
If it's a company that has built before, we go and visit those sites. If it's a large impacting project, we start working with the state environmental regulators and officials right away.
Alsenser's sights are now set on 3 other proposed data centers for the Treasure State, near Billings and Butte. And like other groups, he's concerned about the added impact on ratepayers. In a statement to MTN News, Northwestern Energy said new commercial customers with large energy loads, including data centers, will pay their fair share of integration and service costs. Infrastructure investments will ultimately mean a larger, more resilient energy system in Montana. However, new large load customers, such as data centers, will have to pay for their costs to integrate with the energy system. Alsenser says Montana and the Northern Rockies is being looked at as the new hub for data centers, and he'd like to see legislation in place that holds companies accountable.
What we need to have is a cohesive fabric that talks about how are these proposals being vetted and how do they make sure that they're proving ahead of time they're going to benefit us, our wildlife, our heritage, our drinking water supplies, instead of penalize us and leave us with a hefty bill.
In Great Falls, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.